Today on the channel, we're going to look at the evil master of escape, Webstor. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna unbox and review another He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon collection with Webstor, who is the evil master of escape. Yes, that's what he is. Let's take a look at the packaging. So again, that packaging that we're so used to, got the 80s adventures up there, He-Man and Masters of the Universe, Webstor, evil master of escape. Make him climb up his line, it says right there. Yep, you see the cartoon collection down here, Mattel there, 6 years of age and over. The back. So this is something different here on the back. We have a different cross cell than what I'm used to. We have Webstor, Evil Lyn, Clawful, and Spycore, which these two I have not seen up for pre-order yet, but I'm going to keep my eyes out for them. So this one says, as seen on The Cat and the Spider. That's an episode of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe where Skeletor sends Webstor out to go steal the statue of Grimalkin. And inside that statue is a demon that's been trapped inside the statue, and Skeletor wants the powers of that Grimalkin statue. So he sends Webstor, he's not only the master of escape, he's also the master thief. He can get in and out of tight spaces and use his grappling hook. I think he's part spider or something. They call him Spider Breath. Skeletor does. Pretty funny. But yeah, that's what this is. Webstor. He's kind of a goofy character. He's a bad guy. Kind of goofy and nerdy, but yeah, he's got the power of sneaking and stealing and things like that. So he's after this statue, which it says comes with him. It says includes the Grimalkin statue, twist into powerful battle positions. So you can also see he's got his grappling hook and that statue there. So good packaging here. Again, I wish it was the kind where the back could slip off of it and then you could get your figure out that way instead of tearing your blister off your backing here. But that's what we got to do, so we'll do it. So I use this kind of hook bill knife from our kitchen knife set. These do come with a comic. You want to try not to cut your comic in there when you're doing this. Try to keep this packaging. So far I've kept them all on all my figures, and I want to try to keep this one as well. Alright, so I reach up in here and just pull him out. There you go. And I'm left with the packaging, which is great. I can pry that back up, slide him back in there. Let's see if we can get the comic book out. There's our empty packaging. Set that to the side. And our comic is called The Shape of Vengeance. And it's got Webstor, Evil Lyn. It does have the statue on it, Skeletor, He-Man. Yep, look at there. Almost looks like the cartoon. I highly recommend going on to YouTube and you can watch pretty much any episode of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe absolutely free. So I recommend doing that if you have time. Yes, so that kind of looks like that episode. It was called The Spider and the Cat, which this would be the spider and the cat would be the statue. And the statue is called the Grimalkin statue. And like I said, it has a demon in it and he's humongous, and Skeletor screws up like he does every time and he releases that demon, and then of course He-Man's got to clean up the big mess that Skeletor makes. So here he is in his plastic case. You can see his grappling hook back there, and he's holding the little Grimalkin statue there. And he is tied in at the wrist, so we're going to cut there, and the ankles. I believe that's got it, so we'll set our scissors to the side and let's see what we have here. Can we get him out? Nope, we got one more tie. Looks like on his forearm. Man, he is really tied in here. I think we even have one around the grappling hook. I missed that one too. Yep. Man, don't make him easy to get to. There, now we got it. Alright, Webstor. We'll set him right here. Get them ties out of there. And what's left in there is the Grimalkin statue. So we'll pull it out. That's it. Set him to the side. So here's the Grimalkin statue, and that's what houses the demon. There's a demon captured inside there by these cat people. Yes. And they've contained it into this statue, and Skeletor wants this, of course, to do Skeletor things, as you know. He wants the power of it, and he sends our main man right here, Webstor, out to go get it. And here is Webstor. Now, I love the way they package these. They put them in there, and this is, like I always say, one of my favorite parts of straightening these guys out. Man, look at that. They are so smooth. So smooth. We'll talk about articulation. It's typical cartoon collection. Look at that head. A lot of movement on the head. Of course, everything's going to be removable in him. We got butterfly, single butterfly shoulders. We have single jointed elbows. And they do rotate all the way around. We got hands that go back and forth, and of course they're going to be removable. We have a waist that goes all the way down. No ab crunch. We got big splits on Webstor. We got big straddles on Webstor. Single jointed, pinless knees. Of course, they go all the way around. We have this upper boot cut right here. It goes all the way around. And that's it with articulation. I mean, it's really, really good articulation. I love it. And man, they're just so smooth. I have not had one single cartoon collection He-Man be like seized up or anything. This thing they are just so smooth. Now he does have this grappling hook. And he does use this in the cartoon. He kind of spiders down. So you can hook this onto whatever you want to hook it onto. And he can come down and he can snatch up the statue and take off with it. Now this, it looks like as you turn this dial, you're just going to bring that back in. I don't know if you can see it, but it just winds it back up. It'd be nice if you had a little lever and it would come back up on its own, recoil on its own, but fortunately it don't. But yeah, so it comes out pretty good. Now I would have loved to have seen this with Trap Jaw, because when we was kids, Trap Jaw did have a string that he could hook his helmet to, if you remember, and he'd come down that. But Webstor has it, and that's okay. Let's take a look at that face. I think he's like part spider or something. So on that face, you can see other eyeballs, and he's got these spikes on his head, all blue, really bright blue, orange and purple on his vest. His loincloth here, orange belt, black loincloth, I guess you call it, and then purple boots. And check this out. I forgot to mention, he can pirouette. Big pirouette right there. So look at those toenails. Killer toenails. All right. So, who do I have to compare him to? I have right here the man, the myth, the legend, He-Man. So yes, check that out. He-Man and Webstor, the big battle, the cat and the spider. We're trying to get this statue back. He-Man's got to get it back and get it back to the cat people so they can get that demon back in that statue. And we also have Merman, who is not in that episode. But we'll show him off anyways because I want to show these feet off. The feet on Webstor are the same as Merman. Now let's see if it's the same exact body. I do believe it is. It's not the same chest pad, but everything else is the same as Merman. The hands, of course, are different. Merman had that open hand so you could hold that pearl of power. But yeah, Webstor. Very good. Getting our collection huge now. I believe, what do we have? 8, 9, or 10, I want to say, of these from this cartoon collection line. But really enjoy these. Really enjoy them. It's probably my favorite line going right now, other than my Universal Monsters from NECA. I believe this is probably my favorite line going. It's so nostalgic and so fun. They're so good. I haven't had a bad one yet. Everything comes off of them. You can mix. You can match. You put He-Man's head on a Webstor. You can take arms off. I mean, it's endless what you can do with these guys. We can put Merman's arm on there. Look at that. I mean, just unbelievable the things you can do with these guys. But very, very fun. A lot of creativity. You can, your kids, if they're into swapping parts, which I always like switching parts out like this and acting like they're in disguise and stuff. But yeah, good stuff. And that is going to be it for this episode. So, He-Man and the Masters Universe Cartoon Collection Webstor. Until next time, oh yeah.